everyone. Today I want to discuss with you something our beautiful sister Carol sent me yesterday. It was a link on zombie preparedness, but upon clicking on the link today, which I had done yesterday and took a few pics, fortunately, I hit a brick wall. The link was no longer there, no longer accessible. So, as usual, I do my research. Now, clearly, the CDC has recently updated their preparedness and response for a zombie apocalypse. Take note of the dates. Here is the video I managed to obtain before they deleted the information.
A zombie apocalypse may not be top of your mind, but maybe it's something you want to consider. Thank you, Quincy. The CDC updating their tips to get you prepared. The actual CDC.
The actual CDC. So the extreme occurrence guidelines started as a bit of a tongue-in-cheek.
I thought I get to read this one.
Oh, well, okay, go ahead.
Can you roll the product back just a little bit? I'll read it right. Here we go.
Apologize.
The extreme occurrence guidelines started as a tongue-in-cheek government campaign, period, in done reading.
Okay, you have to
Done reading. Tongue-in-cheek.
There we go. Tongue-in-cheek.
Tongue-in-cheek. But now offers a practical, really a practical guide at any emergency, even zombies. They say the first step is creating an emergency kit with essentials to last several days, including water, non-perishable food, really with the video, non-perishable food, tools, and supplies, as well as extra clothing, bedding, and all of your important documents. You should, like the zombies are going to read the documents. You should also create an emergency plan and emergency contacts with a meeting location. And this is really from the CDC.
This is from the CDC. This is on the CDC's website, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. We know how important they are. They guided us through a pandemic.
Should I be taking this serious?
We are confirming now this is on the CDC's website. Does that make you want to lean in and just pay attention a little bit, knowing that the actual government is saying it's not completely out of the realm of possibility? Doesn't mean it's the most likely thing, but it could
be. Because the government always gets it right. Thank you. Thank you.
You got me there.
Lee Thomas, there'll be more next week, everybody.
We definitely trust them. You got me there. Dang it.
Yep.
I still had some good points, though.
You really did, and I can't believe it's actually on the CDC website.
Doesn't that make you just say,
it does make me go, huh?
With that? I mean, somebody spent time. Can you imagine the government guy who went to school, did all this policy research,
PhD,
had to write a dissertation, and they said, we want you to extrapolate.
Put a file on his desk that says zombies.
And he's like, I am quitting immediately.
Said, huh?
I hate this job.
I hate you all.
I hate it here.
Funny how Satan always makes things into a joke. Some of you may be aware that I had a dream such as this, Zombies Activated, as well as this one in particular, and I know many have had dreams of this particular subject. So why would the children of God Almighty dream of such a thing? Now, I will leave links to the two dreams I had mentioned in the description below. However, upon doing more research, look what I came up with. The conplan 888, also known as a Counter-Zombie Dominance, is a U.S. Department of Defense Strategy Command CON-OP document that describes a plan for the United States and its military defending against zombies. Now look at what else I came up with.
In 2011, an official United States government document signed conplan 8888-11 was declassified. The following is an excerpt from the document. Quote, "This document is unclassified to ensure maximum utility during times of crisis. Classified capabilities used to counter zombies will be addressed in appropriate orders and annexes, adapted during crisis action planning, and until current operational conditions are restored." End quote. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's a government plan to counter a zombie attack. Why would the U.S. government devote time, money, and resources to a zombie apocalypse? Do they really believe such an event is possible? What are the contingency plans for protecting the population, if any? Would they rely upon science or also include the myths and folklore surrounding such a phenomenon?
So the question is, why would the government spend time, effort, and money on this and update the website just recently? Maybe something to do with some kind of disease such as this? A video I created almost several months ago. The next video was added to my video Zombies Activated at the end. Have a look.
Survive The Walking Dead. This could be crucial life-saving information. Researchers have rated the best and worst cities in the case of zombie apocalypse. Economic Modeling Specialists International ranked cities on their ability to defend against a zombie attack, stockpiling food, containing zombies, finding a cure. And if you live in New York City, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're toast. The city got the worst rating, followed by Tampa, Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino, California. Southern California really stinks. And Chicago, so the nation's 3 biggest cities, right? Best place to be? Boston. The city was rated as the place you most likely would survive. Other contenders here: Salt Lake City, Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Virginia Beach, and Norfolk, Virginia. But, I just have a problem with this, right? Here I live in New York City, and I will admit that Manhattan may not be the best place to survive a zombie apocalypse. Number one, the food is going to go really fast. Number two, they can climb stairs, and as everyone knows, your buildings go up really high. But think if you live in Brooklyn, also part of New York City, or Staten Island. You could contain the threat to Manhattan and still have lots of farmland to grow food. I think if you live in Brooklyn, you'll be just fine. I'm not a scientist.
You all know truth is in the movies, lies are in the news. A zombie apocalypse isn't likely, but a fungal outbreak is. However, it turns you into a zombie, so what's the difference? Let me know what you think of all of this. Our King Jesus didn't bring us this far to abandon us now. You were called, you were chosen. You were knit together in your mother's wombs, fearfully and wonderfully made. We are called to serve. King Jesus bless you all.